Oh boy, I did it again. I got no game audio coming in. Well, that's bothersome. Hello and welcome to the stream. I had the audio coming in like 10 seconds ago. What happened here? Anyway, I know what's wrong. You guys are going to have to give me 1 minute and I will get this fixed. Hang on, I'm going to put the pause thing up. While I do that, hopefully you can still hear me. Yes, okay, good. While I do that, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's been going on here. So while I was since the last time I streamed this, I ran the game a bit, and sorry, I'm talking and trying to do two things at once here. I ran the game a bit, and I let it weld up all the blocks that I had. Is that right? There we go. Space Engineers, unfortunately, is one of these games that won't. If I switch the audio source, it doesn't immediately take effect. You have to quit the game and start again. Something I'm not a huge fan of, but it seems to be the way Windows works most of the time. Anyway, yeah, I ran the game. I did record what I was doing, but nothing particularly exciting happened other than it was basically constant storms the whole time. So while it was welding stuff up, I used the spectator cam and just kind of watched things going on outside. It was, when I say storms, I mean the electrical storms. So basically constant electrical storms. And let's see, we could look at the loading screen while I'm talking here. Yeah, so it was basically constant electrical storms, and I got to confirm that the lightning does indeed strike other grids. I saw it strike my grids that are sitting out on the ice, the crash ships that I claimed, and I saw it strike ships, NPC ships that were flying, as well as ones that were crashed. There was a cult ship that actually sent out an SOS because it got hit by lightning. I thought that was kind of funny because there were no other ships around to shoot at it. It was just flying by, and a storm came through, and lightning hit it, and then it sent out a distress call. Yeah, other than that, nothing particularly exciting happened while I was doing that. I have been testing out a new microphone. It's a normally I use a Rode pod mic that I've been using for podcasting for a very long time, and it's what's going on with the audio? Is that happening? Ooh. Is that happening in game or is that just my headphones doing that? I can't tell. Hang on a second. Let me turn on my stream monitor real quick here and we will see. Hang on. I can't tell. Hang on a second. Yeah, that's happening on stream, isn't it? Monitor real quick here and yeah. Hold on. What the heck is going on today? Okay. And I assume this is OBS doing this? OBS is not struggling with it. Okay. Hang on a second. I may have to stop the stream and start it again. So give me a... Actually, hold on. Let me see if I could cut all the audio and then come back. Nope. What on earth is going on here? Okay. Alright, I'm going to restart OBS. There's a possibility that this stream is going to stop. I'm going to have to start a new one, but we'll do our best here. Alright? Bear with me while I try to get this figured out. Well, now I don't hear game audio anymore. I think you could probably hear me at this point, right? So, I think you could probably can you hear me at this point, right? OBS thinks you can. So, but now we're not getting game audio anymore. Or are we? No, we're not. Or at least I'm not. Now it's coming through. Uh-huh. Okay. What is going on? How about... Boy, there's something great about debugging things live, right? Okay, that should be the... That should be that. Okay, I'm going to stop it and start it again, and then we will see where we are at here. So just sit tight. I'm actually going to hit the pause screen. Hang on. The stream is probably going to cut out again for a second, and then come back. Make sure I got the right settings here. The main... Okay. That sounds better. I'm not hearing any choppiness. I think we... Are we good? I think we're good. That sounds... Okay. Oops. There we go. All right. Okay. Technology, huh? I have no idea why that was... what would have caused that? Either way, it's working now. As I was saying, hopefully you could... I think I was saying it while the audio was choppy, but I'm trying out a new headset arrangement. So I used to use my podcast recording mic on a boom arm, really nice dynamic mic. But the thing is, it's kind of blocks my view of the keyboard and makes it a little bit harder to react to gaming. So now I'm using a mic and a headset that I've kind of tuned to be as close as I can to the professional mic. And so I think, in my opinion, it sounds pretty good on the stream. Like, if you didn't hear them side by side, you probably wouldn't notice there's a difference. If you hear them side by side, you will definitely hear the difference in quality. But I think the quality is good enough that nobody should be particularly bothered by it. So, anyway, here's what we're going to do in the stream today. Let me tell you what I did over the weekend. So I put this cockpit in. Well, I did some piping down here. I took out the fake pipes, put in some real pipes, and I did that because I'm going to want piping running through the floor there, and I needed to bring it down. And so I just stuck a cockpit here so that I could sit while the build and repair was welding stuff up. What is it still welding up? Oh yeah, that's right. I had to stop doing what I was doing, so there was still a little bit at the very end here that it hadn't welded up. But yeah, as you can see, we have plenty of floor with no lighting whatsoever way back here, which is the thing we need to change today. But we should be getting to the end of everything that it needed to weld up over here, so it's just this back wall interior blocks. I think we decided we were satisfied with the way these walls turned out. We'll probably have to kind of fix this last segment up a little bit here, especially since the wall actually ends here. You know, this is where the wall was going to go up, so there's really no reason to see behind it, although I guess we could potentially go out 2 more blocks and end it there so that it's just kind of an even end. For now, I'm just going to leave it as is. So the goal for today, I have no idea what I put in the description for the goal for today, but the goal for today is going to be to get all of these vehicles, the miner, the welder, and the rover, down into here, into their own little areas, and get some lighting up. So I'm just gonna, for the time being, I'm gonna probably run somethings across the top that I can put lights in or on, and then just crank up the radii of those, just so that we get some lighting here. Oh, the other thing that I did was, when I ran the piping down, I actually ran it, you can't see it, but there's pipes running just under the front of the ramps here, and then coming out to here where it stops. And the reason for that is, oh, wait, who are you? The tiny Bullum. You're not coming at me yet. What does a tiny Bullum look like? Oh, here's the guy that I was looking at when I first started the stream. If the audio's messed up at any point, just ping me in the chat and let me know. But yeah, this thing was another ship flying around, and he crashed as soon as I loaded the world, because as soon as I load the world, everybody who's flying crashes. And then, boy, that guy's moving awful fast. Is he coming at me? He might be. Now he's moving away from me. Where's he going? Oh, let's go a little faster here. Too fast. He is just a box. I don't know that he would stand much of a chance against me, although that's a little disconcerting there. Luckily, he doesn't seem to want to attack me. Boy, the ground looks very... From up here, the ground looks very square here on the brown planet. Anyway, he's going up. That's how he's getting away here. Or is he? I'm not, yeah, I'm not... He's just not moving at all. Okay. Well, anyway, he's probably on his patrol routes. So anyway, I ran piping through here. We are going to, at some point today, run it there, run it along this back wall, so that I can pop up connectors wherever I need to. So that'll be another thing for today. Like I did before, like I said, I was, I think I accidentally took out a block here. I don't have any stuff. Like I said in the last stream or the one before it, I just wanted to get flooring down, and we will be taking out these boring blocks as needed and replacing them with, like, stripes or I don't know, anything else that we need to make the ground a little bit more interesting. So let's keep an eye on that tiny Bullum and see what we can do. I need to grab some parts. So this planet has suddenly seen like a huge uptick in lightning storms, which is super weird. I guess it's not entirely super weird, but how's the game audio? Seems a little bit loud. Let me take that down just a little bit. I'm experimenting with new audio-related things, so things might change a little bit from episode to episode, but for the most part, I think I'm pretty settled on the final result here. I'm just trying to get a better in-ear monitor, actually, for myself. But okay, so the first thing I want to do... Should we do lighting first? I feel like I should do something with lighting first. Let's kind of run some... Let's see, how do I want to do lighting? I feel like there should be lighting along the back walls. But then some top lighting as well. Let's see, let's put like a... Let's put a thing... Oh, I need construction. Jeez. Alright, fine. Tiny Bullum's still not moving. Let's grab like 100 of those. Let's also open the front door just so that if I want to get out there and watch a fight, I could do that. We're not airtight in here yet. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to do at some point, is turn this into a true airlock, but we don't really need to do that until we're ready to make the interior airtight. So, alright, there's going to be a lot of lighting going down all at once here. Let's see, how do I want to do this even? Let's say if we did every, like, 5, would that be enough? So if we had... Let's see, how many... Okay, that tiny Boolem's on the move. He's not heading at us. He's just doing his patrol routes. He may be heading at us eventually, but for the time being he's doing his patrol routes. He's probably, if he follows the same patrol routes as the other ones, he'll turn next and come over the mountain at us, so we're just going to have to watch out for that. Okay, so how many blocks across is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why did I do 10? That's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably doesn't really matter. Just weird. And then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18, because this will be a wall. So if we put... No, that's not terribly... Well, okay, so this is going to be like stalls, essentially, where the cars are going to go. So we could probably not... We could do individual lighting overhead on these. So let's just worry about lighting coming down here. So if we did like the third row that way, and then the third row here, that would be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 in between. Yeah, okay, let's do that. What do I want the... I think I'm probably going to want these. That kind of look. Or do I want something more like this? Because what I'm going to end up doing is putting... where's the big one? Probably these in there. Although I could do... Could put that there. We have a really nice ray trace going on. Screen space, that's one of those mods. Magic Knights, I think, turns on the screen space ray tracing thing. Let's see. This, you know, it's too bad that this light block has some interesting sides to it, because I don't want to put in a whole bunch of functional blocks just to get a side. But yeah, so we could do something like this, with, you know, or we're going to be really high up anyway. Let's just do rows like this with the light, with the emissive strip on the bottom, and then we'll just put some light panels where we need them. That'll make it a little bit easier, and that way I don't have to like brace the wall and stuff like that. So the wall level is, this is the wall, the ceiling level, I mean. So we're going to do the third block there. Then I don't think I have a... Yeah, I don't have anything there for you yet, so... Let's get some of this one, right? Yeah. Okay. And then we can grab you, and we're just going to basically fly all the way back with it. Whoa, boy. Okay. Okay, I think we are basically right where we want to be. I think, I haven't really done the math, but I think these things are probably like the cheapest, uh, you know, full square block in terms of like iron. I don't 100% know that. But that's okay, I'm not too worried about it. Is that right? Yep, that's right. Okay, so that's going to be our light bars there. Let's see, there's a cult spirit of light moving through. The tiny bellum went really far away. I don't think he's gonna... Well, he might come over this way, but that's a different... Uh, light pattern than the other ones, so... Alright, let's do... this all the way out. There's clearly a storm going on outside in the game right now. Oh, yeah, that tiny golem is on the move again. And he is coming in our general direction, but not, like, right at us. This might be the patrol route that goes over us, though. Alright, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because that's the wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be our... Is that it? I think that's it. Alright, and then... Don't really care. This is going to be ceiling, so I don't really care which way this goes, but for consistency, we'll do this. Oh, you know, we were also saying that we should probably move the... Ow. It's weird. We should move this flooring back 1 or 2, right, so that it matches up with here, and then it's like a nice clean cut. So I think we're going to do that. And hopefully that tiny bullum doesn't come and bother us while I'm doing this. Keeping an eye out on his thing over there. He's not heading in our direction. I don't know why these guys don't like bother each other too much. Like I would kind of... Oop, I'm digging way down. Would kind of expect these things to like go after the wrecks that are near them and stuff from enemy factions, but I actually don't know how like who they're enemies with aside from me, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I've dug down far enough here. So let's place some blocks and see if I did. Alright, these things are this. Oops. There we go. They are this thing. And I think they're facing this direction even, so let's just do this. This will be... Yeah, this will be the new back wall here, so this part can be embedded in the rock a little. That's okay, as long as the rock doesn't stick up that further row there, we will be okay. Like there. There we go. So now the main problem is that the wall itself, there's like a bit of a shelf in the wall, which actually maybe we could do something with. I'm going to leave it for now, since this doesn't require any... That doesn't require anything major there. Alright, let me recharge in case that guy decides to come over here. Where is he sitting at right now? He is back over that way. Okay. I'll take a drink of water while I'm filling up my gases, as they say. There we go. Okay. If I wasn't stopping to take a drink, I would have probably just dropped those in the cargo and let the build and repair take it. Okay. So, how do we want to space these? Let me go way down in the back and put one of these on where we don't have a lot of natural light happening other than the like fake ray trace light going on here. Let's see. He's on the move again, but he's not coming this way. Alright, so if we put this like here, how much if we crank it up all the way, which I think is like 20, right? Alright. So that lights up about... that lights up a decent amount of ground. So we'd have to put one... let's see. We could do the math here. It's a 20-meter radius, which means in this direction it's going to extend out. Each of these is 2.5, so that's 2.5 is 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, so 8 blocks, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's where it would be if we were talking just the radius this way, but that won't quite be enough, you know, since we're looking at a sphere here, I assume. I know we're looking at a sphere, but we don't have 8 blocks going up here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just do 6. Let's do every 6. And then we'll get a decent radius going. Where? Oh, I lost my guy. Where's he at? 10k away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we want 5 in between then? 1 or 6 in between? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then hit. So that's really like 7. That might be okay. Let's do that and crank it up, and then see if we get a lot of dark spots. I feel like the fall off here is good enough that we'll be okay. We could also change the intensity. We can mess with the intensities a little bit here too. Oh yeah, that's not bad. There's a little bit of like shadowy overlap, but overall it's pretty good. And then we'll put some along the bottom here every so often, and that'll just kind of light it up. But there's enough light to see. In fact, we almost... oh, you know what? These will be on here too. We almost don't need an extra row of lights. Like a single row of lights might be enough. But we'll do it, and we'll just turn the intensities down. That'll be good. So how many did I do in between here? I did 6 in between, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Okay. That'll be okay. So there. 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 I believe it's the same. I don't know if this row here is going to end up being the same or not. We might putz with this one a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. So now we'll have some lighting in here. Let's crank you up. Your radius doesn't go up nearly as high, but your intensity is way up. Let's take that down. I want it to be kind of even lighting in here. But there we get a little bit of lighting coming down there. Welcome to the stream, Rumble Strip. We're working on lighting today. For the first time in a long time, we're actually able to see things. Let me actually just hop into here. We'll kind of angle that like that. And then work on these light panels here. So, oh, look at that. Beautiful. A couple of little dark spots in there. That's okay. We could probably kind of mess with the fall off a little bit and then take the intensity down to like 3. That should be good. Do we want to do like a color? No, definitely not that color. We could do like a little bit more blue or a little bit more yellow. I feel like this planet's got enough yellow-ish going on. Is this too much? Let's see. Once you're over here, you don't see the... Because of the ray tracing going on, you don't see the... You don't see it too much. No, I think that's good. Nice, big, open, bright space that is, you know, holding itself up, even though it's not connected to anything at the other end. Not bad. Alright, Tiny Bulum. Coming back in this general direction, but again, not coming at us. You know what I should do? Just in case. I was thinking I should suspend this from the ceiling, but I don't need to do that. There's no reason to do that. Cool. Yeah, you know what? I actually think... Oh, I can't do this remotely. I actually think, taking the radius down a little bit, and we'll see if we could do that before that guy gets too close here. We'll take, or not the radius, the fall off, like that. Just make it a little smoother. That will make it a little bit better, I think. We also need to put lights on the other side here too, don't we? We gotta do something over here. He doesn't seem like he's gonna come in this general direction. He also is probably fairly easily defeatable. So, he's vincible, as you might say. So, because he's not huge, he's actually just like a flying... Let's take a look at him one more time. He's a flying brick with like 4 cannons in the front. So... That's what we're dealing with here. It's like 4 cannons, and he's completely surrounded in armor. It's like... It's an efficient design, I guess. Like, 1 thruster in each direction. What even is on the inside of this? What am I looking at here? This is like a O2 gen. Let me guess, there's like a tank on this side or something? Oh, beacon, yeah. Well, either way, I'm not terribly worried about this guy. He is currently flying... Oh, wait. Maybe I should be, because he's flying over us, and he's... Oh, wait, now he's flying upwards. Doesn't seem to be coming to get us. We are moving away. Alright, well. Maybe he'll change his mind now, because he does have a good angle on us. Technically. But now, okay, well now he's going to sit here and do his, do the next piece of his, oh no, he's still going up. Okay, well. Let's see. So there's going to be a little bit of bleed over of light from the other side, but we will eventually want to put some lights up on this side as well. This will also eventually get sealed off, and there will be doors to go in and out of here, so that will help with that. Let's actually put one more set of lights here. Let's see, this is going to be... it's fine. It's not necessarily a, get out of here. Oh, what did you just change to? I don't want you to be small grid. There we go. Alright, let's adjust those as well. And probably we should group these. Oh, you know what else? We could offset these. That would help quite a bit too with the radius. Let's offset these down a bit. Let's see, we got all the radii. The fall off is good then. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. That will help kind of even it out a little bit. It's a bit cheaty, you know, because normal lights can't lower their, you know, emission point, but in this game we can. And I got a tall ceiling, so. Let's see, these are going to be ceiling light panel. Ceiling light panels. Get them out of here. And there we go. Now it's really, really bright in here. And the tiny bullet is lowering. Is he going after that? No, he's between us and the submarine. Let's go. Let's go take a little look. I can't imagine he's gonna... that he's coming over here right now, but... Oh, is he crashing? Oh man, he's beyond the ridge. He is beyond... Oh wait, is that him there? Huh. What is he doing? Doesn't seem to be turning at us, technically. Maybe he is. Maybe he's looking at the base. I don't think so. I don't think he's coming this way, and I don't want to run out of... I sometimes forget that I have the mod in that makes me not break so quickly. You know, he might actually come within range. I don't know if he's coming here, but he might come within range. So let's get ready just in case. Oh. Oh. I think he just hit the ground. Let's, where was that? Where would that have been? That would have been somewhere around here. Because he was out over the ice. Oh. Is he getting shot by something? Looks like he's taking damage. What is shooting this guy? Oh, I wonder if he got... Oops. I'm being too fast and now I lost him. I wonder if he got too close to that submarine because it still has active... There he is. It still has active turrets. Either that or he just... No, he took some damage. Something shot at him. That's weird. It hit him right in the beacon. I wonder if there's another crashed ship nearby that doesn't have a beacon that he went nearby. Well, we could probably, since he seems to be having trouble flying at this point. Wonder if, did he lose a... Did he lose a thruster? Why is he moving up and down like this? He didn't lose a thruster. It's more fun to watch the NPCs sometimes than to play the actual game. Alright. Goodbye. Maybe we'll see you again sometime. Yeah, he's in his runaway mode, so... Yeah. Okay, let's head back in. Alright. What's the next thing we're going to do? We want to move all these vehicles down into here, so let's start laying out the piping for this stuff. We want to take up some of the floor here. As long as I got that build and repair there, let's make use of it. Oh, well, that's bad. There we go. Okay. Actually, we don't need it to go all the way that far back, do we? I think at most we'll probably need it. That's the back wall. Probably the furthest we would need it is there, so. Alright, we're just going to run reinforced tubes through it, and then we'll slice into it where we need to bring some connectors up. There we go. Steel plate, I should have plenty of that on me. And I'm going to leave it... you know what, actually, I take that back. I'm going to do it facing down so we don't see the rock through it. And I'm going to actually get rid of you as well. Okay. So, let's do it. Let's see. Let's actually do it with... Let's see. We have to... It has to either be that way or that. Yeah, let's do it with that. That's kind of the one that doesn't look weird with the rest of the floor. Alright, then we have to turn it that way. Okay. That's a little bit trippy. Okay, then we need a conveyor, curved conveyor tube, which is going to go this way. And there we go. So we'll just have to remember that this row here is where the conveyors are. So what I want to have is some kind of a wall here. I think we'll do it like this, because I think this might be like I might do like an office or something in here. Maybe just like a one. Oh, it's gonna be a big office though. We might. You know, I could do office bedroom kind of thing. I could break this up. I'm probably gonna do just one tall, so that I could have like a window here overlooking the rest of the bay. But for the time being, we're just going to kind of block this off like this. And then we'll figure out how to make this part look good here. I don't know. We'll figure something out. You know, make it look good with the fact that this kind of slopes down. I do want to do a back wall here of some sort, just like one row, just to see, just to keep things from driving off the back, basically. So, what should the back row look like? This is my favorite part of this. What should the back row look like? We still have these things. We haven't used it all. The old ones. We could do that. We could do some of this if we want. Although, it just feels old and boring compared to some of the newer, like, I could do the backs of these things, you know. I could do this. We could do this as the back wall. Kind of cool looking, just like as a row. Let's do that first row is going to look like this. Although if I slice through this and put windows, this might look, now that I'm thinking about it, this might look weird. Like this. Yeah, I should probably do it without the bracing on it. Yeah, let's do it without the bracing. Let's get rid of these. Alright. Yeah, do it without the bracing there. Don't know why I'm not doing it myself. Let's see, that leap of faith is not coming in this direction. I don't think we've had to worry about the cult people coming at us lately. Alright, so we got a back wall now. So what do we want the divider stalls to look like? Let's actually go ahead and drive the rover down here and line it up, because basically what I'm going to do is move the vehicle into place to figure out how much space I need to give it. Actually, let's not do the rover first. Let's do the miner first, because it's going to need... The miner is probably the one that I'm going to want to fly in and get into position more often. You know, or it's like it's harder to fly it in here, so we probably want to have it closer to the front is what I'm getting at. So let's move the miner down here, then we'll get a nice little pedestal to land on. One of these days I might even finish the miner, like I've been saying. I can't really zoom out, can I? There we go, look at that, the miner can actually move in here. So the miner is about, it's just a little more than 2 blocks wide. So it's going to need, yeah, it's going to need 3 blocks. Alright, we don't want to be too stringent with space, because I probably want to be able to flip it around while it's in there. So how long is it? Hopefully I'm not going to burn the ground doing this. Looks like it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we give it 6, then I can't center it. 7 seems like a lot to give it. We could give it 5, although if we give it 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it should have enough room to spin around if we give it 5. Okay, so hopefully we're not burning the floor here. We'll give it 5. Let me hop out. And I think what I'm going to do is just put down standard light armor blocks here to denote for the time being. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll go like this. And I may want to change the plating underneath it. Let's see. Now, do I want the connector in the ground for you, or do I want it up? I think I want it up. So... let's make a... let's see. We could go back one more, but I feel like this is a good... that's a good spot right there. Oh, this is an exciting day. A day... why did I take that block out? A day that I have looked forward to for a very, very long time. That should be fine there. Okay. Actually getting... how long have I been on? This is like episode 11, right? Of me being here? That's how long I have been waiting to get a, anything done here, basically. Alright, curved goes... that way, and I think that way is a curved, airtight, hang on. You're airtight. Yeah, okay, good. So you're air. You are airtight on all sides except the obvious one. Cool. Just want to make sure that I'm not going to be bleeding air out the bottom. And then I need a normal conveyor tube, which we will use that for. And then a... unable to place because there is a ship floating here. Okay. And for the first time since I landed on this brown lightning planet, one of the vehicles has a dedicated parking spot. Please clap. This, a massive achievement has happened. We accomplished something, folks. The miner has a dedicated parking space, which means I could go ahead and tear down its other parking space. So the welder, being super teeny tiny, doesn't need a huge parking space, and I'm wondering if it shouldn't... It doesn't need a stall, necessarily, so I'm wondering if we shouldn't do something more like... Well, I don't really want to have it just like hanging out on the side again like I used to. So, okay, it'll get its own teeny tiny little stall. That's fine. We'll give it like a 3 wide. Let's do that next. It is bouncing around here. It is only like 2 blocks wide, right? Yeah, it fits within 2 blocks. So a 3-block wide stall should be totally fine. Anybody else flying around we need to be worried about? I don't think so. Dust storm out there. Alright. And then at some point, we will go through and like clean up the... like make the ground a little bit less boring. Maybe make this a little bit less repetitive. Something, I don't know. Alright, so we're going to give him 3 blocks. It's going to be a deep stall, so we probably don't need... we probably don't need it to be too far in. But I want all the stalls to basically go to there. Although, I hope that's deep enough for the rover. Well, if it's not, it'll stick out more because it'll be further back. It's fine. Okay, so... I'm thinking we build up and out right there. And then it doesn't have to go back all the way. I might even put a cargo container back here just so that I can, while I'm standing near it, I can access things and move it in and out of its inventory without having to sit in it. So let's do that. In fact, let's use that as our junction. We'll put a cargo container like right here as our junction and then fill the rest of this in. Reinforced conveyor tube, and then curved conveyor tube. I think we'll do the same this way, right? Yeah, there we go. We'll do the same thing as the way it was over there. And then coming up, do we want to do just regular tube? Up and out? Or do I want to do... Let's see. I might be able to cover some of this if I don't think I have the flangey one on the hotbar. That would be this one. Let's see. If I put the one that has the big flange on the end, which is this one, right? That doesn't really cover up the hole. The side hole there. Yeah, I think this is going to look better if it is just the normal tubing. Do I not have a... Is this not... oh, my groups are messed up. Oh, you know what? I should put this down in here. There we go. My groups are messed up. I need this thing. Because I took that one mod out, and it messed up all my groups. So we'll do that, and then that. Then we should be able to dock it onto the front of that. And it shouldn't stick out too far. So let's go do that. And I'm gonna really quick name you dock minor inconvenience. I think I spelled that right. And this one is going to be the dock for the hot end. Which, if I get this thing powered up and move it, that means I could turn garbage collection back on again. Yo. How's the battery? 98%, that's pretty good. Alright, battery to auto, power off. Do I have a group of lights for you? Lights. Lights off. Are your lights all on? Your misshapen, uneven lights? I think they are. Let's turn your lights off and your spotlights. Okay. And then the rover will be the next thing. Real quick, I'm just going to sit down for a minute and charge up and check inventory of ores and whatnot. We have no unprocessed ores. We have a lot of iron left, but I am not sure how long that is going to last us. Oh, we are running low on cobalt. Silicon, that will probably last us a little while. Where's nickel? Nickel we're fantastic with. We should get some cobalt, because you know where we use cobalt is whenever we get attacked and there's a storm, the metal grids get taken out of the heavy armor that's protecting the base up at the top. I think we have enough to survive a couple attacks here. Ooh, are these batteries finally dead? They are 0. 0. 0. Cool, that means we could finally take these out. And... Oops. What? What? Take those out. Okay, so what we'll do is... What is 11:20 p.m. We could take a quick nap somewhere and make it morning and go find that cobalt. But we definitely need to get the this guy down in there first. I have not driven this guy since we moved it into the corner here. I hope he is good. Alright. Let's detach. Oh, he's good. He's floating a little. There we go. Let's, you know, I think we need to take this down. I don't think it's going to get out of the way enough. Goodbye. There we go. See, and I made this... Oh. Who has he detected? Not me. Now he's going after that cult graph. Let's go watch. Let's go watch him do that. He's just going to shoot. This thing's been down on the ground for a while. Oh, missiles. One heck of a maneuver, just smashing straight into the ground on him. Yeah, those missiles are worrisome. Oh, there is somebody over here on the ground. Oh, it's our guy. Yeah, those missiles are very worrisome. Did he just shoot part of himself off? He is. He's launching missiles. Like, he's launching parts of himself as missiles. There's still one more on there, I think. Maybe not. Alright, has he noticed us? He has not noticed us. Oh, this is what shot that other guy down. So there was a little outpost out here, whose antenna was apparently not broadcasting. Well, at least he's missing a lot. Nope, not enough though. How's he doing? Take out those rocket launchers for me, please. Oh, he's going in for the I thought he was going in for the kamikaze run. Well, I'm feeling better about my odds now if he decides to come at us. I also appreciate him, well, one, showing up before I took the miner out, and two, cleaning up a lot of the area here. Nope, I'm still... Man, that one interior turret, he's the hero here. Is that floating up there? We're going to check that out next. It might just be part of the background. Did you take out all of his weapons, or is he out of... Oh, there we go. See, the thing that I don't like about the missiles is that it is the only weapon that can actually deform the ground. Which means that these guys are the only ones who could potentially dig through the ground to get at my underground base, which would be annoying to have to try to, like, cover up. Okay, so we got, like... We got this one gun shooting, like, anti-personnel bullets at this guy. And then we got the guy who can't hit anything. Are we actually... is this thing hitting you, or no? Well, not anymore, because you're on the other side, but... And that was a big explosion. Now he seems to have... I think he's done it. He's moving away. Yep, nothing left here. Oh, and there's a thunderstorm coming. Awesome. Maybe he'll get struck by lightning. Still not coming toward the base. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot, my, the thing I'm standing on has an antenna that's on. Whew. I hope he didn't notice that. Looks like he did not notice that. And also he's... probably wouldn't survive a tussle with me at this point. He's probably gonna... if he comes over near us, he's gonna get struck by lightning. So... like that. Well, thanks for cleaning up the map a little bit, Mr. Reaver. At this point, I think he's just on his, he's on a cruise out of here. He's not gonna Where was that thing that I saw in the sky that I was wondering if it was a grid? It's that thing. I don't think that's a grid. Yeah, it's part of the background. Alright. Let's head... Let's let you head out of here. Yep. He is changing course a little, but still not coming at me. Okay. I think we're in the clear. Let's get you back out of here. Boy, this... You know, this rover... Something is still up with the wheels on this guy. Like the rear wheels, whenever they turn... Whenever I turn the rear wheels, they don't... One wheel doesn't spin. There's... I goofed up something with a hitbox somewhere. And I thought we'd fix this by moving it back one, but... Apparently not. Sure doesn't seem like it should be. Given that the front one is the same distance away, although I wonder if it's a... let me just turn off that programmable block that's running the drive assist. And let's change your... Do you all have different steering angles? Probably. Let's set your steering angles to like... to all be like 8. Let's see if that helps. No, it's still not... Like, I can roll. You know, maybe this, maybe this vehicle doesn't get a bay. There's no reason why the wheels shouldn't be moving when they turn. Nothing's blocking them at this point. Although, not all of them are rotating, are turning for steering. Yeah, one of them isn't. Let's see if we can... let's see, all of you should be propulsion, all of you should be steering. Height offset is fine. Oh, friction is up like crazy, that's one problem. Let's put friction down to... Okay, hold on. 20%. Let's take the speed limit down to like 50. Strength and power... We might want to put strength at like 20... Power at like 20. Let's... Okay, some of these are... Should probably be... Let's see. Nobody inverts steering for the moment. That is probably okay, I think. Let's see. There we go. So now we can move. So was it like the friction was no good? I don't know. Let's put friction up to like 50, and let's move the steering angle up to like, I don't know, 20 degrees. Yeah. Okay, so some of them can't rotate when they're this close, apparently. When they've turned that far. That's not good. We're gonna probably have to make a new... They should be far enough apart though. Like, I've built things where the wheels were closer, well, I built things where the wheels were close together. And that close together should be okay. But I don't know. It's also weird that it seems to be... I don't know if it's like based on the ground or what. Let's see if we could just scoot along down to the bottom here. Now I'm gonna like take off flying, right? Yeah, look at that. You know what I think? I think this rover is going to end up being unsalvageable, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, I think we're going to end up disassembling this and not storing it, which means we're going to need a new... We were going to make a new rover anyway that could pull the miner over. So, maybe we'll just take this guy down. We'll just tear him down, I think. Get the parts back. There's probably some good cobalt in there we could use too. Are we losing a lot of cobalt? No, we're not using up a lot of cobalt. I think it's mostly, I think whenever lightning strikes those, we mostly lose steel plate. So, not that big of a deal, but man, it's going to be... I wish I had left it plugged in and like drained its batteries. Although it doesn't have a huge amount of batteries. We'll make another rover. This one is a very purpose-built survival machine, and now that we have a base and everything, I think we should be okay. I'll just take another quick blueprint of it in case we want to bring it back later, and we'll just let the build and repair take it down. And we will try, you know what, I can't even with this guy. We are going to have to tell it to paint this entire thing bright pink. Well, or the front. What's my paint everything button? There we go. Take her down. This is going to take a while with one build and repair, but that's okay. We could be building up some other things while it's tearing this down. Alright, while that's happening, we'll go ahead and assume that we're going to build another rover roughly this large at some point. So this guy is about 1, 2, 3... Okay, so he'll fit in a... He would fit in a 5-wide stall, I think. Right? Yeah, I know he's kind of crooked here, but there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be cutting it close. Maybe for someone this large, we should give him like a larger garage so we can move around him. So we'll give him 7. And the good news is, if we need to, we can always go further back. There's no reason to stop this here. Right, I went this far thinking we're probably going to need about this much space, but if we need to go further back, we will go further back later. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay. So, alright, so that'll be that. While this is going on, which is going to take some time, let's work on maybe, I don't know, putting a roof and some walls in or something. I don't know. I want to do a, yeah, there's going to be a bit of that falling down thing going on. I want to do some interesting things with the walls behind these guys. So I'm going to do it around the midpoint here. So the midpoint view is 1, 2, 3, 4. The midpoint view is there. So I'm going to do it like that. And then that's going to be unused for the time being. I don't know at what point it's going to take those out. So I'm just going to, probably after this guy's done because he's closer. Which means I should probably just do this manually if I want anything done around here. Let's see. I'm going to be tearing some things down. I don't need you, or you. Don't need that much of you, because we're going to be... We can take this down. And of course, I think this thing will still... If I just throw this on the ground, it should pick it up. Let's just dump everything for now, until I'm done. Let's see. Does this need to even come down like this? If we were to block this off, we're probably going to want this to be... I know I'm cutting the build and repair off from the grid for a minute here, but that's okay. We're going to want this to be some walls here. So curved, reinforced conveyor tube, and we'll do it facing out. No, maybe we shouldn't do it facing out because the curved tube can't be seen. So the build and repair is set to grind first, so it will never try to repair anything or build anything until it is done with taking apart the thing. Stomper Don, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are just doing, as usual, base building stuff. What do we want to seal this wall off with? I think I'm just going to put down just tons of wall at this point. So do we want to do interior wall everywhere? Or do we want to do just like light armor? I'm thinking maybe light armor for the walls, just to get that texture on it, other than this back wall. And then maybe we'll continue on with interior plate on the ceiling, even though if someone eventually shoots through the rock, they're going to hit that ceiling. But either way, not too worried about that inevitability. That kind of looks okay like that. Well, that's going to get covered up anyway with walls, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's do some... Let's see that. We could put a door like here. So let's fill the rest of this in. That one is no good. Let's see. Do we want anything interesting happening right here? I mean, we're going to want a row of lights going across the top. What have I got that we could put something interesting looking here? We could do... This is entirely interior wall, so it doesn't matter what you see here. We could do maybe... Why am I walking slow? There we go. We could do maybe... Because I had these pipes going on here, although you will see them like kind of hitting the ground. I don't know, is that weird? I feel like I need like an end one. And this is a good end one. So let's do that, and then we'll do end one up at the top, and then middle ones there. So I'll fill you in if you're just joining. We are unfortunately taking this thing apart, the Dune Strider, because there's something up with how I built the wheels. They don't work. They keep bumping into each other. I don't know why. So we're just taking it apart. It's over-designed for what it needs to do now that we are here and have a base. So we're taking it apart. We're going to use its parts for other things. The miner and the welder have their own little bays. Whatever replaces him is going to park in there. And we have lights. I don't have my headlamps on anymore. We have actual lights in the ceilings. And we are working on building up some other things, and as I realize now, putting them in the wrong places. So that's what we're up to over here. We don't have lights over on this side yet, so I think I need some lighting on. Yes. There we go. Then we could do maybe like a window into here or something, couldn't we? Yeah, it's the build and repair. The build and repair needs a specific color to latch onto, so I gave it the brightest pink that I'm not likely to build in. So, okay, what do we want to do here? I think I'm going to do a porthole here, and we'll be able to kind of look in and see the, that thing right there. And then we could do... let's see, that's the actual top there. Are there any other interesting half-block things? I don't think so. I think we just have... like I could do... this. And then, well, I mean, I guess I could just do that and then another one at the top. That'd be kind of weird looking. Yeah, let's do that, and then let's just put these in. I think using just steel blocks sparingly is enough to give us some interesting shapes. We'll do that, and then we'll put a door there. At some point, we'll be able to come in and get our stuff and head back out. And then at some point, I need to think about running vents into these. I gotta get like a oxygen system going here too, actually. Now that I think about it. Did I put oxygen tanks in here? I don't think I did. I have O2. Alright, I have O2 gens. I want the oxygen tanks should be filled from vents instead of from ice, but I think I can manage that with turning these on and off. Like whenever I have ice to use, I'll turn these on and we could fill the hydrogen. I wish there was a way to say, yeah, we have hydrogen generators and oxygen generators. Like I wish there was a way to say, I only want to make hydrogen or I only want to make oxygen. Yeah, whether they're separate blocks or like a toggle on the block. That would be cool. There probably is a mod that makes it so it only makes hydrogen or oxygen. Maybe. Actually, now I'm not entirely sure if that's possible or not. But either way, we're obviously not anywhere close to being able to seal this place off and make it airtight, but that will be the next major milestone. You know, getting the vehicles parked in bays was huge. Getting the walls up is going to be the other major thing. So, let me just, for now, let's see. I think I might keep the outer wall as this thing facing this way. I'm going to need more of this stuff. We need... I put back the thing I need. Give me a bunch of that, a little bit of that, and some of that. Alright. Because what I kind of want to do is get the place sealed up for the most part, and then pull some pieces away. Oh, I have an extra row back here. I could... this could be a... Yeah, we could, let's do that. Let's, we'll take this away. We'll just move this spot back. I have nothing to go here. Yeah, like, I have nothing in mind to go here, but we'll give it the extra room anyway, since we have it. Although, going upwards, we don't really have the room, do we? We do until we get to there. Nah, let's not. We'll actually just take out this. We'll just take out this back row here. I'll paint them pink, and then the build and repair will just get to it when it gets to it. That's kind of the nice thing about the build and repair is you know it's going to eventually get to it. And then there's going to be another round of waiting while the build and repair builds all this stuff up. Do I have a block way up there? Can I get it? And can I get the corner one? Don't... Well, I guess I can get it in there. We can't really see it. There we go. Okay. So there's that, and then we will... Why is this thing kind of embedded in the wall? Did I do that on purpose? You know, I might have. Let's pretend I did. And we'll run over the top of this. I just put that. Let's see. What's an interesting thing we can put along the thing here? We could do... Let's see. Is it weird having those little... things sticking out there? I don't think so. I think that's okay. Then we'll do maybe this. I think that'll be okay. Then we'll go back to... this is the kind of thing that I want to try to get more of. Like, let's get some of this shape on this wall, maybe. Or something, but let's just do this across the top here for now. Okay, and I think I'm going to continue that on along here, just to break this wall up a little bit, as long as nothing's welded up yet. Okay. Then we have an adjoining thing in the back there. Okay. It's getting foggy up here. Oh, good. We're getting to that. That means the rover is gone. And that means that once those are gone, and those pink ones are gone, it's going to begin welding all of this up. So we'll have a bit of a wall going over here. And then I think I'm going to focus on that back wall there. What time we got? Got about an hour left. Yeah. Now, I was originally thinking this med bay would not stay here, but I think I'm going to keep it here for quick recharging. Although now that I think about it, I should have faced it the other way, so that if I run in, I could just run straight up to it instead of having to run around it to here. Let's see, that would kind of require me to move these cargo containers. So let's move these cargo containers.
Energy low.
Let's use this med bay. And while I'm here, let's throw my hydrogen tank in there, grab a new one. Alright, let's see. I basically want to rotate it Where does that come down? So I guess that comes down into the ground under there, the conveyor, and runs to these. And you're a special one, right? You're the tools ammo bottle one. So we would need to go... we would need to continue the... Oh, you know what? The floor over here is all... Just realized the floor over here is all steel plate. That's probably okay. We could, well, I guess it doesn't really need to be over here. Yeah, we could fix that later if we ever need... If we ever need to get some steel, we could grab the steel plate out. Alright, and you are the conveyor tube. So we are going to... That was actually probably a bad idea. For the time being. Okay. This needs to turn into a T-junction for now. And I am going to do it one of these, because that's what I picked out. And it is temporary. But this is not temporary. This is a regular conveyor tube here that we will do this way. And then curvy guy right there. And then we're going to do 2 of these right there. And then we're just going to take these out and rotate. Take these out, rotate the med bay. And that will be that. So the reason I kept that one junction in there, that T-junction, is because I need this thing to have this name. And I'm going to turn off IIM for just a second. And I'm going to rename this to that container. And take that out of this one. And then when I turn it back on, it should move all of those over. Look at all these. We don't need to see you there. Don't technically need to see you there, but that's okay. Alright, so if we go look in this guy, we should see in a second all the stuff move over from the other one, assuming I hooked everything up correctly. Yep, there we go. Alright, that means we can now get rid of this cargo and this med bay, and hopefully nobody attacks us while we are rotating the med bay. And we do have a thing on that side and that side, right? Okay, so I can do that. This thing is... Hang on a second. This thing is airtight on these 2 sides, right? Is it airtight on the top? No, but... is that going to be a problem? I don't think so, because I think it's the things around it are airtight. So I think we're okay. If we're not, we'll figure something out. So we can then... Taking its time on you there. There we go. Which way is the correct way? Yep, there we go. There we go. And then we'll need to figure out who is flying nearby. Solar carrier. Alright. So for you, we're going to do this. And then, do we want that to hang off like that? I don't like the difference in color between the these old ones and the newer ones. And I don't want to have to try to match those colors. maybe we just keep that as the industrial back wall, and I might be replacing all of these with more modern blocks like this, or I mean yeah, let's do that. It's all the same. It's all the same materials. Okay. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we'll do a row of... We'll do mostly this one, but we'll do a couple where we have these lights. So did it make sense to kind of go around with the lights or go vertical with the lights? Kind of think going around, maybe around the bottom. Well, no, we could use this along the bottom all the way around, and then maybe we could do this here, and then we'll just do the boring ones near the ceiling, because this is actually the ceiling. This top row here is the ceiling. So, yeah, let's do that. So, to demonstrate, we are going to do this here. Although, what am I going to be seeing above you now? I wonder if we should maybe do half blocks across the top there. Alright, let's do this. We can keep those back there, I think. Those we are keeping. Those we are getting rid of. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we'll come back to you. We'll do, let's see, we're doing those around there. We'll flip it and do this one. I like these blocks that have just the different sides, but it can be difficult when you need to do like the two-sided version of them, you know? Like on I had that issue on this wall where it was like I could do a thing on one side or the other side, but not both. Let's see, we could actually shape this in with these blocks. That might be an interesting way to break this up a little bit. Let's see, what is your... There is nothing else that really matches you, is there? Yeah, we would have to probably... Because you are your own kind of thing, aren't you? There isn't anything that goes from that shape down to that shape. Well, let's just do this and call it a day. We won't think too hard about it. Well, let's do that. It'll be an interesting little thing that's just above the med bay. I'm not going to cover up... Ooh, am I? Ooh, yeah, let's. Yes, let's. That would be who? Who owns these? These. This guy right here. Let's do one of those, and one of these. We'll just have a little slope on top. Don't ask me to match this, like, third circle, two-thirds circle thing sticking out there. Okay, that's not terrible. Not the worst thing I've ever made. Alright, and then down at the bottom, we got the top squared away. Down at the bottom, we're going to grab... Is that what these are? These don't have the... Or they do have the bars. They do have the bars. Not that it matters. They both look the same. I'm just going for consistency here. Alright. I am worried that it's going to be too stripy in here. That we might need to do some... Well, you know what I'm going to do eventually is break this up with vertical windows. I'm just trying to get walls in place just so I can get the patterns done. So there'll be some windows in here so you can just look at the rock behind it. And I might even put some lights behind the rock, or behind the wall, just to kind of make the rock more visible, just so you remember you're kind of underground here. But, other than that, this is actually kind of useless right here. Looking through there, I should move this forward one so that I could still come around and see it, but also then be able to look through the porthole at it, because I can't quite make out what's in there. Ah, well. Good enough for now. Alright, we'll put a thing in there eventually. What are we... Oh, I had another subgrid here. I completely forgot. I wonder if this subgrid was the, was causing the issue. That's an interesting concept. I wonder. Alright. Why did I leave a big empty space right there? Questions I will never know the answer to. Alright, so what I want to do around these is basically do... I put the wrong ones there. Doesn't matter. We could always swap them out later. Basically do these. Like this. And then the opposite. Then we'll go up to the ceiling with the middle one. I wish these were in a group. I have no idea why they don't put these in a group. How high is the ceiling here? It's pretty darn high. Maybe we don't make these go all the way up to the ceiling. Maybe we go 1, 2, 3, and that's it. So the ceiling is still one... Oh, wait a minute, because then... Wait, that's the top. Oh, we did just make them go to the ceiling. No, we didn't. There's one more. Okay. That's fine. And then in between these... Well, okay, let's not worry about in between these just yet. Let's do the... Let's cap these off first. Alright. Ow. Alright, what do I want to do in between these? We're not going to see... Are we going to see... Am I going to do solid wall in between these, or am I just going to do, like essentially stalls? That's a really good question, because that defines what I do going up here. What I think I might do on the sides of these is this going up. Ah, that's going to look weird with that there, like it's the same thing but rotated. Ow. Ooh, but I could... I could rotate the ones that are at the very edge of it. Then you'll have like some horizontal ones, vertical ones, or I could just be a little bit more practical about it and just put normal half blocks in between. It's probably a better idea. Actually, I don't want the entire wall, back wall, to be half block. I was thinking I would do half block in between these. What do you actually see if you're here? What can you see? Can you really see the... If I put a full armor block right there, do you really see it? Not really. Like, just ever so slightly if you're looking out the window. Like, if you're looking for it, you would see it. Okay. So then... So I'm definitely going to do half blocks in between. And we could do... So there's only 2 of them. But I want something more substantial happening in between. So we're going to get rid of these. And we're basically going to surround these with these things. Just to... Not these things. These things. Just to get it... I know it's going to be kind of pointy from the back, but you're not going to see it. But this way, in between these other ones, I can kind of extend it back out and do full blocks of any sort in between. So for the time being, that could just be these, and maybe we'll change that later. Alright, and then we could fill the rest of this up with... like that. And I could do the same thing over here then. I don't think we're gonna... don't think we're gonna see this wall. I think we're gonna end up with... Well, you know what? Actually, let's do that on this particular wall, because there's enough interesting design going on there. Let's keep that as the thing, as the wall.
Energy low.
Then when we're ready to use this back stall for something, we'll change these up here. We just barely are going to hit this outcropping, aren't we? What are you trying to tell me, Stomperdon? I see an LOL in there, but I don't understand the rest. What did I screw up? Is that... where else are we hanging out here? Can I get this without busting these bricks? Apparently so. We gotta go a little bit more though. Was it secret code? Cat-like typing? I get you. I understand. I think I'm good here. Yeah, that's what I figured. I appreciate you you keeping me on while you're at work. That's pretty cool. I have been told by multiple people that I have a nice voice for like background, which I kind of feel like I should almost take as an insult, but I am actually very flattered by that. So,
Energy critical.
I should probably go charge up before my suit gives out and I crash land somewhere. Yeah, that is much nicer, just walking up to the med bay like that. I need to name this med bay. Let's do that here. No, that's med bay. Here we go. Medical room. I don't know why they call it medical room. It is not a room. Terminal, toolbar terminal, but it is on corner light. Oh, we're gonna put in some more corner. Boy, it is foggy in here. One of the nice things about this base being so deep is that the fog level is already starting to drop off by the time you're down in the bay here. So we don't see the weather at all down in here. We do hear the thunder, but that's about it. All right. Well, I hope this episode, there hasn't been a whole lot of action going on in this one, but I hope it's sufficient for background noise for you. What are we here? I think this big room back here, unless you were talking about, because I know there's like a minute delay on the stream. If you're talking about this area here, this is the entrance to the base. This is going to stick out a little bit further and become an airlock here, and we're going to be able to. I don't know what I'm going to put in this area yet, but this will be somewhat segregated from the rest over here. And then there'll be something on this side. This will be kind of the airlock. There'll be something over on this side. I don't know what. There will be some kind of something down in here, which will not be like a vehicle bay because I can't get anything else in there. And then the rest of this is just workspace. If I'm like building something, I could build it in here, and then things parked along the wall there. That's basically the deal. But yeah, this is going to be the entrance. And this cockpit here is temporary. Ish. It's just there for me to, if I need to like control the base or do something, I could just hop in here. Charge up, get my oxygen, hydrogen back up. Where am I getting... Hold on a sec. Where am I getting oxygen from right now? Do I have a vent? Did I put a vent on here somewhere? Let's see. The minor inconvenience has an air vent that it's depressurizing. So I'm actually probably pulling air in from the minor whenever I sit in a thing. I did not realize that was the deal. Alright, so what else? What is... let's see. We were working on the wall here. I want this back wall to be somewhat interesting, but for the time being, I don't know what that somewhat interesting thing is going to be, so it may end up just being more of this. Yeah, I think I might just do... Just to fill it in, I think I'm going to do this all the way across for now. It's going to be really kind of boring. Well, actually, no. As long as I'm here, I'll do some stripes. We'll eventually do the same kind of thing, carve out a window or something. I don't know. I might put some actual steel plate. What did I do here? Some steel armor, light armor across the top a little bit for the rest of it, just to break up the monotony of all this. I'm trying not, because I know there's a ton of steel. The reason I keep using interior blocks all the time is because there is a ton of steel in this base, and I don't want to run out of iron just putting this whole thing together. It's already going to be cutting it kind of close. Where's the ceiling? The ceiling is one up from here. So we need to drill this out a little bit more. I think this means, though, once I get this row up to the top, I think that means that everything is drilled out properly. Is that thunder again? Still waiting for that submarine over there to run out of power. Looks like I was looking at it the other day. It looks like it is out of hydrogen. So it's not going anywhere, but it is still has power. Alright, what did I do for you? You are this kind of thing, right? Let's continue you. Oh, something just popped in. An Obentide. Let's see, what should the... Still get one more row up here. What should this top row be? Oops. Wrong spot. What should I put on this top row going across? Maybe we'll do a... Try and find a thing I haven't done yet. What is... let's do this thing. I don't think I've done... Have I? Have I done this shape anywhere? Let's do this across the whole top here. See how that looks. Then I should probably do a check and see if I've run out of cobalt yet. Could have gone back a little further, I think. Here, maybe. I mean, I did drill this out quite a bit. If I need to, you could remind me, if I need to, I can punch back one of these if I ever have a vehicle too long, just remind me that I have room behind these walls, and I could extend one of these back quite a bit. Because what I was thinking of doing was like a truck with a trailer, and we could maybe park the trailer here and really push that wall back a bit if we need to. I don't know, we'll have to see. I think that's looking okay. I don't think we're going to make this place airtight today. We're not quite going to get there, but we're going to be close, man. We are going to be close to airtightness. I got to do something about the fact that the floor looks goofy over here with all of the extra steel plate. Guess who's going to fix that right now? This is going to actually save us some steel plate. Or save us some iron, rather, not steel plate. Gotta be careful I don't tell it to take anything else that I don't want it to take. I might... Oops, sorry. Poked my microphone there. I might tell it to keep the... Let's see, this is the entrance, this is the airlock here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take all this. This part here, I think I want to keep as steel, as light armor, which means that a certain amount in also needs to stay as light armor. So how long of a airlock do we want this to be? Maybe we should go all the way to... I don't want it to go all the way to the end here, but maybe like have the doors be like right here. So we would go... Oops. I'll put that back in a minute. Where did I just say to? Like the doors would be here, so we'll take out just one more row. And then everything else will continue to be steel plate in there, or light armor rather. And we'll take out all of this, because some of this goes back further than it needs to anyway. And we'll just do... yeah. That doesn't need to be there anymore. That's going to stay up to there. Alright, so yeah, we're going to lose a lot of floor here, but that's okay. And I have not yet separated the base. Hey, the sun is finally coming out. That's nice. We've been working a long time in here. Alright, let's put in boring old floor tile. Which I realize is probably facing multiple different directions, technically. Yeah, maybe not. Why are we not... Why did we stop... Why did we stop taking out floor tile at some point here? Not floor tile, you know what I mean. We switched over to working on the other side for a bit. I need to take out under here kind of manually. Okay, you're gonna go. Okay. And because of this piping, we have not separated the base yet. I guess there's actually a couple of things that have not separated the base yet. Yep, okay. Why? Oh, did I accidentally hit a thing there, or did I never fill that one in? Great questions. You are one of these... No? You are one of these. Okay. There we go. And at some point it will get around to taking out these other ones, and we'll be able to go through and... Although, actually, hold on. Now I'm doing these, and I'm wondering if I shouldn't just do steel plate straight across to the ramp, just so it's a little bit more sturdy for things driving over it. I like how that wall looks back there. All half-built. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to keep the plate right up to it. And then the rest of this will be... Where did I just drop those at? Oh no. Did I just put one down in there where there wasn't one before? Somewhere I just put a bunch of wall. That's okay. Alright, this wall you're going to see. So what do we want this to... Which side do we want to see? I'm kind of thinking this side. Cool. Alright. Do I care about internal consistency with the rest of the rotations here? Kind of. Which means, what side were we looking at over here? I don't know why this is important to me. We were looking at... Somebody show me a completed one. This thing goes this way. I don't know why, it just makes me feel better knowing that the floor is all going the same way. Let's see, can I grab you out of here? Yes. If this ever gets rotated... Where did I... Am I putting them under the ground? Hold on, I want to know. That is not where we live. Not that I could do anything about it, but if I'm accidentally popping these underground somewhere, I would like to know. There's me. Okay. The spot that I'm looking at is over here. I do not see them anywhere underground, so that's good. It might have been that one. I don't know. Kind of see how the pattern of the floor goes. Kind of cool. There were reasons for changing the directions of most of these. Or something. I don't know. Alright. Do we? Yes, we do need to go that far back. Do we need to go that far back? We do up to this wall, but we don't actually need to go that far back for the whatever room is up here. So we could get rid of you and you and just call this the back wall of the top. Make it a little bit easier on me so I don't have to drill out more wall or more rock, you know. Alright. And then this is going to basically extend out to wherever I said, like here. This will be where the airlock extends out to. Oh good, another submarine coming in. You know what? I got light armor along the back there. I'm just going to keep it. I'm not going to bother with it too much. Ran out of interior plate. Deep areas have the windows. You know, that's actually a pretty good idea. I might play around with that and see what that looks like. Using spotlights for a little mood lighting. Alright, did I miss any over here? Oh, that submarine better not come over here. He doesn't look like he is. Alright, now this area... What are we gonna do? Well, one thing I think I should do real quick is get the lighting set up inside of here. Let me grab a little bit of energy. If I get the lighting set up running down here, then I've pretty much completed lighting inside the base. Well, I guess I gotta do a little bit of lighting on this side too, but... yeah, he's out of here. Okay. Let's see. What are we gonna do? Well, you should probably run it in line with this. So, what did I do there? I did it this way with that on the bottom. So we'll run it in line with the door and take it out that way as well. Ah, dropped one. Alright, no, shouldn't have turned my lights off here. The floor does go back a little bit further here than it does on the other side. So, oh, there's a lot of little things we're going to have to clean up here, like that extra bit hanging off the ground there. Let's see, the back wall needs to be there and kind of extend over to here. So why don't we clean that up as long as we're in here. That should be that. Then... I am glad the build and repair is able to keep up with all this. This means I don't have to do a, like, sit down and let the game run for a while thing in between streams. Do I want a little bit of extra room to walk around the side of this? Probably don't need it since I can walk around it this way. Probably put like some oxygen tanks back here. Actually, be a good place for them. Yeah, let's just do wall back here. We'll do maybe like. Oops. I don't know. How? There we go. Maybe like we'll just do a couple of different sides. We'll have our AV equipment here. Oh, does the build and repair even go back this far? Yeah, it has to, because it got the industrial-looking tiles on the walls there. It's got plenty of other things to work on right now. So let's do that, and then we don't go up nearly as high on this side. We'll do one of these. Then maybe we'll do... that would look weird with the vertical stripes, maybe. Which way is up on you? These look like cabinets, right? Well, we'll put these up higher. I have no idea why. I've just suddenly decided that this is the place to do, like, one of everything, but... Hang on a second. Why did I just put that there? Is that this one? Yes, okay. Sneak you in there. Alright, we gotta do one more row of something. Let's just do this. Okay, and then the next row is the roof. I don't know what the roof is going to look like. That's kind of the big question here is what does the roof end up looking like? That will... What time is it? That'll probably be a question for next time. Let me try to remember where I put the lighting on this side. Alright, the lighting is here. What did I do? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So from here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that look like I lined that up right? With the one across the way, I can't tell. A little higher. No, it does not. There we are here. Stop it. We go over. Yeah, it's one forward. Right. Oh, are these not, is he crashing again? No. No, these are out correct. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, I did do this wrong. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be enough to light up the back then. And then we could just grab this extra one here. Okay. Alright, let's have a seat and configure these other lights, which are not quite ready to go. It's probably the right ones. Okay. Let's see. So, what did I do with all these? That goes up to that. Fall off to 1.5. Intensity to 3. And offset all the way. And then don't show it anywhere. Alright, headlamps off. Look at that. Nice even lighting pretty much everywhere. Walk into here, even lighting across the top, across the back. This is actually starting to feel like a place. Oh, I do need to fix these windows back here, because these windows don't look at anything anymore. So, let's get rid of these windows. And this is gonna... The last thing I'm going to do is just finish up this wall back here. Alright, so we'll do... Might as well keep going with the half blocks. Okay, and then the version of you that is like this. I don't remember what I picked for the walls here. I hope this where the angle goes in doesn't look weird, but I think we'll be okay. Then all we're going to have to do is just cover this entire place with some sort of ceiling, which will actually probably look very similar to the floor. Maybe want to put some more batteries in or something. No, excuse me. Alright. I like where you can see, like, this is the original battered old base. And then as you get in now, all of a sudden it's more modern and bright. Alright, how does this all look from the front? Why did I make that one different than the rest? Was I trying to be airtight? Maybe, but I don't know why I would have needed to, because that block is completely surrounded by other blocks. So, it's fine. It's fine the way it is. I think that back wall looks pretty good for what it is. This back wall is meh. We might want to do some similar windowy things over there. And then, man, this is really coming together. Okay, so next time we will for sure finish the walls and ceilings. That's going to be the plan. Finish the walls and ceilings. And if we have walls and ceilings, that means we can make it airtight, which means we should redo the entrance and finish the airlocks. And I think that will probably take less than an episode to do. So in addition to that, we'll probably start filling in some of these empty spaces here. And now I'm looking at the stalls where these things are hanging out, and I'm wondering if I even need to, if it's even worthwhile to try to build the walls, you know? So yeah, that'll be the next thing, is after all the walls are built, we have to start adding variation of color. So I've been adding variation of shape and texture in the walls, but they're very, like, stripy, plain, and everything, and there is definitely a lot of white. So that will be the next thing, is figuring out how to add color to various things, and also breaking things up a little bit more vertically. So yeah, I definitely agree. There is definitely a lot of white, and it's pretty much entirely white. So I think actually you're right. Actually, a dark ceiling would actually look pretty cool. Maybe we keep these white stripes that are holding up the lights, and everything else is a darker color. I like that idea, Stomperdown. That's a good idea. We're gonna experiment with that next time. If you join the stream and the ceiling is not dark, let me know so that I can remember. Actually, you know what? Let's just grab this dark color here and act like I know what I'm doing. We're gonna do. It's probably gonna be these. So let me just do some. I didn't change the. We're still on sci-fi, right? Yeah. Let's do a couple of these in dark, just so that I remember that's what I was doing. Cool. I love it. And then we'll also do some other colors, like we'll probably do some, like, lanes through the roads, or some sort of path that leads you into the different stalls or something like that. Yeah, we'll play around with this. Maybe this isn't the correct color of dark, but we'll play around with it. That's the color that's on the miner, I think. Yeah, that could be good. That could be good. And we could do kind of the same thing in some other areas. Maybe we want to darken some of these stripes, or maybe, like, darken things vertically in some places. That's kind of what I was thinking. I also want to do some more window cutouts on different walls where you can see the rock behind it. Maybe we'll do just like an entire, like, maybe in the back we'll take that out and just do like a giant window or something. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. But it's definitely starting to feel like a structure, right? It's starting to feel like a compound kind of thing. Let me just poke my head outside real quick and make sure everything is still functioning out here. It looks like we haven't lost anything lately. That's good. It's all good. That thing's looking pretty beat up, but it's supposed to. Okay. That's good there. All right. I think that's it. I will, so Wednesday. So on Saturday, I did a unplanned Starfield stream. And I have a Starfield stream scheduled for Wednesday as per my current schedule, but I am considering rethinking that and going back to Space Engineers on Wednesday, just to get a more of a break from Starfield and maybe finish up this base a little bit more. So we will see. Right now I'm going to keep the Starfield schedule, but just keep an eye out for that. I might change it up to be Space Engineers. So, and then we'll continue on with Starfield next week at the regularly scheduled time. So, thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to sit down in my cockpit. I don't think I can actually use the cockpit to see out anymore after the latest update. The camera always stays inside the base, which is cool. All All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.